Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to change the file permissions with the help of the FileZilla FTP client. So first of all, I just connected and kept to a FTP server connection. And so what I'm going to do is I have just created a folder, and I also set the full permission for that folder, so that if you want to create a file, you can just create the file without any issues in that folder. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create a directory first. I'm just going to create this directory here and give OK. So if you see here, you can access to this directory without any issues, and if you want to go back to the previous directory, you can just double click it here. And I'm just going to check the file permission. For that, you just need to select the directory and just right click it and go to the file permission. So here you can see by default I have just given the directory settings like this. So this is the directory settings which was by default given to my FTP server to the folders which I am creating by default. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to change the settings. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the settings for group permissions. So I'm just disabling the access. See, I just disabled all the access for the group and the public permissions and just selecting OK. I'm just going back to the previous directory and checking the file permission. If you see here, by default the directory, so like this only you will just set the permissions for this folder. And if you know the Linux permission settings values, you can easily set the file permissions with the help of the numerical values. So for example, I'm just going to set 755. It will just automatically set the values. I'm just going to set 555. It will automatically set the values. So I'm going to give full permission for all the folders, for all the public and all the groups. So you can set the 777. So if you know the Linux, then you can easily set the permission for the folders in this FileZilla, and you can also set the permission recursively for all the folders, like apply to files only, apply to directories only, apply to all the files and directories inside this folder, and it will be easy for you to gather some information about the Linux directory permissions before applying these settings. And if you just wrongly set the permissions, then it will lead to the non-acceptable of the folder. So be conscious before doing this. This is how you will do for a directory. If you are going to create a new file like text.txt, so you can also set the permission for the file, like, so this one is for the execute permission. So I'm just going to select 777. So if you see this, all the group owners can, public owners can access the file easily. Just going to select 6. So if you see, it is by default changing here. So keep in mind that before executing or before changing the permission for the files or the directories inside the FTP folder, you need to be conscious about the file permissions, that is the values. So try to be conscious before handling these kind of settings. This is how you will do it, and it will be helpful for you to remotely change the permissions of the file so that it may be inaccessible to the unauthorized users. And I think it might be helpful for you, and thank you for watching the video.